You have to learn to fight against pornography. You must learn to control your thoughts. You have to develop strategies and get your eyes under control. Job once said, "I made a covenant with my eyes." I have often heard these and similar sentences. But are these the things that really make us free? I know from experience that they don't, because they all come from our own strength and effort. Welcome to this unit on the subject, By My Own Strength. Great to see that you're continuing on this course, knowing that this is an important step on your way. Continue on the course. When I tried to get out of pornography, I tried all kinds of things over the years to be set free. I thought up strategies, desperately tried to keep my thoughts clean, prayed, read the Bible more often, and intended to never look at pornography again. Have you been there too? I can still remember well how I went to work every day and developed tactics to avoid not to look at advertisements with sparsely dressed women. I tried to look away, change to the other side of the street, prayed, avoided certain streets and walked to the office another way. And still, you know what? Still the movie in my head kept running, no matter what I did. I learned and still experience this often in our work at Love is More, when speaking with sex addicts, that this fighting against pornography may help for a while, but won't be of any use in the long run. Likewise, your intention to break your own record for the number of weeks you went without porn won't help in the end. I now view it as the Alcoholics Anonymous view it. We don't have the strength. We are weak and have to admit this. We need help from above. The fact that I was able to get out of pornography is due to a few things. I was caught on the one hand, and I had to reach the bottom and couldn't and wouldn't fight anymore. This absolute resignation and admitting that I couldn't do it on my own was the decisive point in my life that helped me to overcome pornography and become free. Realizing that I didn't have the strength and also didn't need to fight against pornography was a huge relief. I'm allowed to live without pornography, and I can discover sexuality. We should search for real sexuality and we should let light into our life. Then darkness will disappear. This complete resignation, admitting that I was weak, was exactly the point where God wanted me to be. This is where He could start and really meet me in a deep way. I can remember how I lay prostrate on the floor in deep remorse and weakness after having watched porn, and how God met me in a powerful way. I heard Him say, "Get up, Phil. Go ahead. Don't remain lying there." Have you reached this point? Do you know what? Pornography is not the real problem, but a symptom for the condition of our life and heart. We have to look deeper into our life and realize what the reason for our actions are, without getting stuck analyzing our life. Like many people who are looking only find reasons to justify why they're looking at pornography and their porn addiction. Of course, it is important to take practical steps to get out of pornography, like perhaps installing an internet security program on your computer or avoiding certain places that are not good for you. But just doing this or that, and then your problems will go away, is not enough. First, you have to be reconciled with your own sexual history and your sexuality. You need a deep personal encounter with God. You must recognize His love and His forgiveness and grace. Are you reconciled with your sexuality and your sexual history? Are you at peace with yourself? Since I have become more relaxed and not always desperately trying to fight this battle on my own, I've experienced that I can walk along the street calmly. Even if I encounter nudity and beauty, I have learned to register these things, not study them. If I see an advertisement showing nudity, I register what I see. I'm honest to myself and say, it looks nice, but do not dwell with what I saw. I stay cool and walk on calmly. I don't keep thinking about what I've seen. It really helps me to stay cool and not to mess up by looking at things on purpose, of course. But most of all, I've learned not to be afraid any longer. No more fear of falling. Fear of never getting out of my addiction and fear of getting caught. Do you know what? Fear is not a good advisor. It feels good not to be afraid anymore. I've also learned not to be overcome by the negative things in life, but to be excited about good things. In Romans it says, "Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good." This is what's become my motto in my life. I want to look ahead, look at things that are good, and be excited about good and beautiful things in life. Welcome back shortly on my next video. Until then, I wish you a blessed remainder of the day.